All right, people, here we go. Our beloved foodies, good to see you. 3 o'clock. You know what happens. It's Houston Restaurant Weeks. Week 3.
Week 3, baby. Let's go.
We are rocking and rolling. I'm Ruben Dominguez. That's Katie Stone. Katie, introduce our guest.
Oh, my goodness, you guys. Very, very special guest. Really, really special location, too. This is Rick Moonen. He is the Chief Development Chef for Perry's Steakhouse. Perry's Steakhouse is one of the original Houston Restaurant Weeks participants. They have grown. They were born here in Houston, started with one restaurant. They have grown. Now they have 7 locations in Houston, growing beyond Texas. And we're just so grateful that y'all are back this year. Your HRW menu is killer.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being with us today.
Wow, Perry's is so excited as one of the original supporters of Houston Restaurant Week. I mean, it's the largest food bank in America.
It is.
And that's super impressive. I mean,
Yes.
It's Texas after all.
Yes.
Everything's got to be big,
Sure.
But Perry's is real
Yes.
proud because, we have 7 locations, but we really like to focus and show our appreciation to the communities where we're embedded.
Absolutely.
And it's a great opportunity to do that.
Well, you guys are kicking things off with a fantastic HRW menu and a killer wedge salad.
Yeah.
Talk about our salad, chef.
Okay, well, of course, we're offering the $55 3-course. This is one of the choices out of 4 choices for the first course. It's our beautiful wedge. Now, wedge, right?
Yeah.
This is beautiful, crispy, delicious, cold iceberg lettuce with a buttermilk vinaigrette.
Okay.
And that's what sets it apart. Most times you get a wedge, you get a blue cheese
Blue cheese,
vinaigrette,
yeah.
but our buttermilk has just got so much flavor. It's got a really nice, red onion rings, some scallions, some beautiful tomatoes, and some bacon. All the things that you need for a great wedge.
Looks great. And I know Katie's been eyeballing this.
Are you dying?
I am. I've
since
got
we
my
got
fork.
here.
You want me to
I'm
chop it
ready.
up?
Oh yeah,
Foodie
no.
cam. Here we go.
I'm
Oh.
going right here, and I can't.
I'll put it close to you.
My mom loved the wedge salad, so naturally
Yes,
I
wedge
love
salad.
the
that's
wedge
like,
salad too.
I mean, I don't even understand.
Here's one of our other choices, and this is really great. This is our soup. It's our seasonal soup,
Ooh.
right? And it's our potato, leek, artichoke. It's got pecorino cheese, a little drizzle of truffle oil. The flavors in that are so great. It's comfort food.
Yeah.
And this is our off the menu soup. We offer it for Restaurant Week so that our guests get to experience and enjoy it. It's one of those things that, like I said, it's comfort food.
That's a beauty.
We absolutely love it.
Look at it.
And the beautiful thing is we go through seasons. So in September,
Right.
after Restaurant Week, this is going to become our award-winning white bean pork chili. It's a chili, really, but it's like a soup and a chili at the same time, made with white beans, and it's got pork chop bits in there.
So you're saying we have to come back?
Of course, that's my goal.
I'm going to slide it out.
Are you going to go for soup or salad, Ruben?
I'll do both.
Chef, talk a little bit about how you guys created your HRW menu this year, because I know that from years past, the Perry's HRW menu is one of the most coveted menus and is one of the most talked about menus because it is so valuable. So talk about this year.
We hope always. I mean, the ulterior motive and goal behind doing Restaurant Week is first and foremost is to support and the community and everything else. But as a business, you want to bring in new customers. You want to hook them. So we bring out our best.
Yes.
We don't say, we're not going to cheap it out. We're going to show you all the flavor, all the experience of Perry's. And that's really, I think, what helps us to drive ourselves forward. In
how's the salad, Katie?
Mine. All mine. I love the dressing. I love everything about it. I mean, I could literally eat it every day. Are you going to take this from me or no? No. This is mine.
So, guys, the menu's up on the screen there, and it gives you a look at some of the choices and what we're talking about. We're at Perry's. I don't know if you mentioned it. We're at the River Oaks location.
Correct.
So if you are in the area, now you know the HRW menu. Well, there it is, right in front of you. And Chef is knocking it out of the park. And we've only done soup and salad.
Yeah.
And it's already amazing.
Right, and there's 2 other choices too. I mean, you can also get a Caesar salad, absolutely delicious, as well as a French onion soup, all in that same first course category. But moving on to our second course.
Yeah.
Let's
Oh my gosh, these
Load it into
portions.
Okay,
Chef.
so
wow.
this is our seared sea scallop pasta. That's pachetti pasta. Pachetti means open hand.
Sure.
You know, and that's when and it's in an affectionate open hand. If you know how the Italians say,
Right.
"Hey, it's so nice to see
good
you."
to see you.
Pacere.
Hey.
So that's so, and it's basically an Alfredo style with
Right.
primavera vegetables on a beautiful tomato sauce on the bottom, and basil and scallops and just everything you want.
Yeah.
You know,
Speaking my language.
and a
right?
pasta
Yeah,
dish.
Speaking my language.
Yeah,
right?
that's
so
Do we get a
mancha, right?
picture of
Manja, manja,
Yeah.
manja.
Manja.
Dig
Right.
in.
So one of the things that's fun at Perry's that
Oh,
is
yeah.
unique to Perry's is you guys have your own wine.
Yes, we
Yes.
do. Yeah,
Talk
we
about
have our
your
own
wine.
proprietary wines that we are very selective about.
Which one is this?
And
right here?
this is the Chardonnay.
Chardonnay. Okay.
That's the
so
Chardonnay.
Chardonnay.
Yep, we can pass that over if you want.
This.
Yep.
And I love the bottles.
Yep, Perry's.
So
There's you see
you
Perry's
guys
written
actually
across the
make
front
this
here.
wine.
Yes,
Yeah.
we do. We selected specifically for the items on our menu, believe it or not.
Mhm.
And we're really proud of the next one. Well, actually, one of the wines that are coming up is
Oh yeah.
because we've just added on a rosé to our list. And I just
Right on.
forgot that for
Yeah.
a brief second. But then we have our Pinot Noir there and our pork chop. I can't wait to talk about it if I have to
You've
be
been talking
patient.
about this pork chop since we walked
I
in here.
have to
Ruben,
be
would you like
patient.
to try this
Oh,
one right here?
yeah, sure.
Pass that on down.
That's your Chardonnay, Perry's Chardonnay.
So
Delicious.
this is the Chardonnay.
And great,
Yep.
great value, you
Chef.
know, and an
Cheers.
awesome way to know that you know,
Cheers.
you're getting
Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
happy restaurant. week.
Yes. Happy HRW. So one of the things I want to mention is that
Very nice.
this is the 15th year that Perry's has participated
That's right.
in Houston Restaurant Weeks. They are definitely part of the old guard, so to speak, and they were in the beginning. You know, whether they felt like they had a choice or not to participate, they participated. If you knew my mother, you would understand
She's
that.
a
Yeah.
saleswoman for sure.
Yes, and I think it's so spectacular that over the last 15 years, from Perry's alone, the donation is more than $750,000.
$750,000
That's
Houston
that's
Food
insane.
Bank.
Well done, guys.
750.
And
Shout out
if
to
you want
Perry's.
to, do the math, you can even. You think about it, because this year it's $6
Yeah.
per meal goes
Yep.
towards. And how many meals does that create?
Well, so Houston Food
$6.
Bank is
For
able
every dollar.
for every single dollar that is donated, Houston Food Bank can turn that into 3 meals.
That's
So
insane.
if you and I,
That's
chef,
18 meals.
per person, so
So,
it's 18
With
times
36,
2,
you and I are 36
36
meals
I know.
through the food bank.
Isn't that incredible?
That's
I mean,
out,
and
that's out of control.
That's maybe like a whole week's worth of groceries for one family, or that is, you know, a meal for several different families, and it's pretty incredible.
So
That's fantastic.
just a quick note. So
Yes.
folks at home, you're watching this and you're like, how can you do that with $1?
yeah,
So the food bank is very smart because they partner with a lot of different companies
Mhm.
that
Mhm.
donate food
Yeah.
to
and
them.
most of it is fresh food, by the way.
Most of it is fresh
Yeah.
food. They have fresh produce. They
Mhm.
have proteins. It's not just mac and cheese and a can of
Volunteers.
Tomato. Yeah, it's good, and volunteers.
Takes a
Yes.
community.
Mhm.
And they need volunteers.
That's
too.
amazing.
Yeah, I'm going.
Katie,
in.
get in the scallop.
Scallops is one of my favorites.
We're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it fishy here.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we start off light and we work like it's
All
kind of
right.
like the
I-
Proud
Yeah.
Mary.
I like
Start off
that.
slow.
Chef, talk about this dish.
Okay, this is our beautiful Atlantic salmon grilled with a lemon dill butter,
Ooh,
with
goodness.
a nice beautiful white turnip puree and a grilled charred lemon. So all of that together is just perfectly natural.
Okay,
They go
these
together.
scallops are perfect.
Right? They're so good.
Absolutely perfect.
They're so
Really,
good.
truly. But that's what you expect when you come to Perry's,
Yeah,
right?
That's
You-
a beautiful dish.
Quality and love.
That is a
you know,
beautiful
that's
dish.
we're award-winning menu, impeccable service,
Mhm.
ambiances you can get
Yeah.
a taste of here.
Yeah,
But if you've
absolutely.
never been into a Perry's,
Beautiful
it's
restaurant.
about time you come running in
Gorgeous
because
restaurant.
it's super cool.
Especially during Houston Restaurant Weeks, right?
Yeah.
Because this is definitely the way to try.
That
some
is
of their
another
best-
winner.
Yeah.
Is it
Oh yeah,
not?
totally.
Is it not?
They were rolling into with Labor
Huge,
Day.
huge dish too.
Our-
Yeah.
Where'd our floor director go? There she is. I'm just
All
gonna hand that to.
If you need me to help you,
No,
with
no,
anything,
no,
let me
no,
know.
no,
I'm
no,
right here.
relax. We want you to just take it easy. Take it easy. All right, guys. Here we go. The next contestant on the Price
Here's a
is
rosé.
Right.
This
Yep.
is the
Oh.
rosé that Chef
have
was.
my-
was
I have
mentioning.
my-
Oh yeah,
Okay.
cheers.
Okay.
Well,
The
let's
rosé.
do it again.
So talk about your rosé.
HRW.
You just launched your rosé.
Yep.
Can we have that bottle, please?
Hey, look, it's 105 degrees in
You know,
Houston right
rosé-
now. The rosé's really
like
this
you
is when
said
you want to
before,
drink some.
things are coming
chilled
back. The
Jose.
wedge came back.
Yeah.
Rosés are becoming a lot more mainstream, cooler.
Mhm.
There was a time where rosé was kind of like,
That's fantastic.
you're not drinking rosé.
Yeah.
are you?"
Yeah.
Yes,
And
I
don't
am
drink
all
it.
day.
That's really
Oh,
good.
this is a really good rosé.
That's a very good
you
rosé.
guys.
Well done. Well done.
Mhm.
Oh,
Makes your mouth water.
Yeah.
Right? It's got umami.
Yeah.
That's the
It
acidity in it.
does have the
Acidity is the
The
salt.
umami.
You know.
And
of
what
wine.
is your recommendation, chef, on pairing the rosé with which dishes on your menu?
Well,
versus
we're having it with the
Chardonnay?
salmon,
Is
which
that-
is fantastic.
That goes well with that.
Oh,
Yep.
it could. You know,
Yeah.
and it's always a good way to start. I mean, it's made from obviously red grapes. That's where it gets its color. So it has that richness of the tan, a little bit of tannin,
Yeah,
but not so much that
Ooh.
it's tannic,
right.
right? So it's good with all seafood, you know, and
Right.
and lighter, you know, lighter meats, I would say.
Now I see this says Monterey County. So talk a little bit about how your rosé is made and where and what the process is.
Well, it's made in California.
Yeah.
I mean, all of our wines are California based,
Mhm.
and we select our grapes from the best growing regions that we possibly
Mhm.
can.
Mhm.
And we really like the style of Pinot Noir that comes from the Monterey area, and in this rosé really carries that those characteristics through perfectly.
Yeah, really. I'm so impressed with that.
Mhm.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah.
I'm going
And,
into
and,
the
and
salmon.
how's it go with the
Yeah.
salmon?
Salmon's delicious.
It's perfect
But
with the salmon.
the pairing of the you know, it doesn't have a very high alcohol either. You know, when they start getting
Keeps
way
it
up there,
lighter.
14 or more, you just see
Right.
the pepper in there and everything comes together. It's
Right.
and the good acidity.
Hmm.
So
That is a huge piece of salmon.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we're here to make customers
You guys aren't
happy.
skimping on your
Yeah.
HRW menu.
Heck
Yeah.
no.
yeah, you want them coming back.
Oh yeah.
So I stopped pretty much ordering salmon
Hmm.
because, and I love salmon,
Mhm.
but most places just don't do it right.
Hmm.
You know, or they just, you know, I couldn't believe it. We went to a restaurant that I will not mention, and this
Okay.
was before restaurant weeks,
Mhm.
and so no attachment to that. And everybody's plate came down, everybody's food looked really good, and I ordered the salmon. I mean, they had obliterated
Going
it.
in for seconds.
Go for
I
it.
was so disappointed.
Oh, there's more.
So,
Yeah.
but that is well. I mean, that is perfectly cooked. Very
Yeah, for
delicious.
sure.
I love the season.
How's business been so far, you guys, this summer?
It's been terrific.
Good?
Yeah, we're very, very,
Good.
very happy with this. Everyone's coming out. Everyone seems to be enjoying
Mhm.
reconnecting and feeling normalcy a little bit
Mhm.
more. And,
Yes.
and
Let's
it's,
hope-
it's great timing for everything.
Let's hope it stays that way.
Yeah.
Agreed.
for sure.
Chef,
Now
Next dish.
outside of our menu, okay,
Right.
we offer a lot of great things. We have a filet mignon
Mhm.
on our $55 menu for the restaurant week.
Yep.
We have our pork chop, which we can't wait to show you.
Oh yeah,
I've heard
can't,
a lot
can't
about this
not
pork
see
chop.
the pork
But
chop. We're
outside of that, you can
famous.
also enhance your meal, and I'm going to show you ways in which you can go beyond.
We love
For
that.
for a slight supplement, you can try this dish, which I love.
Oh yeah,
It's
it's
cedar-
next on our foodie cam.
Cedar planked redfish
Oh.
with a nice
It's
basil
beautiful.
pesto
Yes, it's-
and a drizzle of balsamic glaze with some grilled asparagus.
look at that.
What makes it
Ooh.
special is that's the flavor that the fish gets from the cedar plank. You know, when you open up a cedar
Yeah.
drawer,
Mhm.
you know, you know what cedar smells like, but when it's smoking, it really enhances. And redfish is a firm flesh.
Yeah.
It roasts
I've never-
really, really well.
Never seen one
No,
on cedar plank.
It doesn't dry out. It's one of those fish that just is so perfectly
It's a good
suited
ingredient to work
for.
for. Yeah.
And look at the size of that portion. Again,
I know.
it's
I
not.
can't believe that's for
That's a-
one
that's a
person.
big boy.
That's
a big
like
boy.
you could feed 2 or 3
Well,
people with this serving.
we,
Yeah.
we like leftovers.
Yeah.
We do. We like the experience to not end. We're almost sad to
Yes,
see our
that's what
customers
I
leave. We
Yeah.
want them to take
Talk about value.
some food with them. You know,
Goodness.
it's like Italian.
Going
You
in.
got to eat.
eat.
You gotta
You're too
go.
skinny.
Yeah.
You're too skinny.
Absolutely.
Remember, so chef, you of course knew my mother, Cleverly Stone,
Very
and-
well.
and you knew her, and we're friends, and you guys both New Yorkers. You know, we
Yeah.
all know my mom kept the New Yorkers close.
That's
so
right.
talk a
I
little
was
bit
one of her
about
New Yorkers.
the first time you guys interacted and probably did TV or radio together, right?
We did radio
Yeah.
before there was any video involved. We were doing radio
So
together.
you guys go way back.
A lot of times. Well, I'm based out in Las Vegas. I
Yep.
mean, for the last 13 years, and I
Yep.
think our relationship is even further than that.
Yep.
But I mean, I would do interviews over the phone a lot.
Mhm.
I mean, that was on.
Oh, she must have really liked you.
Oh, a lot, quite a bit. Yeah, I mean, I'd say twice a year we
Yeah.
were doing some sort of interviews on the phone.
Yeah.
And then when I went, I was consulting with Perry's when I had restaurants in Mandalay Bay, and then when I became full-time master development chef for Perry's,
Mhm.
joining a team of people that collaborate. I mean, it's just I enjoy what I do so much. I have fun
Yeah.
working
Yeah.
because I get to be creative, and I have and we just sit around and we just hammer it out every single detail that we possibly can
Yeah.
to make the guest experience the best that it possibly
That's
can.
awesome. Well,
And I
it's-
love that.
No, and you can definitely see that because the Perry's menu, you know, the social media for HRW every year is out of this world. I mean, so many people, make lists and they plan even, a month ahead of time. We'll start seeing people with handwritten lists. Like
Absolutely.
So much of the time, Perry's is on top of that list.
This year it's been crazy.
A lot of it's because of the famous pork chop that we're going to see in a little bit. But I love that you guys are appreciative of that and you embrace it and you know that you are one of the main destinations.
This fish,
yes,
Katie,
no,
get
I know.
in there.
I'm going
Get
in. I'm
in there.
going in.
Yeah,
oh my God, it's beautiful.
It is.
That's
delicious.
What is the sauce on top of it again?
Okay, it's a basil pesto.
Yeah.
It's seasoned. We have a blend of a little spice blend on there.
Yeah.
We char up the little cedar plank just to get it started.
Right.
And it is just
right. That flavor's crazy.
It's good. It's good. Good. I've done demonstrations with this so many times. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
And
Chef.
Well done, chef.
Really, seriously.
you know where we're going.
I know where you're going.
We're going the next cut. We're going next color.
We're going to another big plate of meat right now.
We're going next color on that wine.
I can see
Here
what's
we
up ahead.
go, baby. Get
Okay.
ready.
Now here's where we go supersonic, crazy, happy.
Do it.
Right?
Buckle up.
This is where we say,
Buckle
okay,
up.
we're here. We're supporting Houston Restaurant Week's menu,
Yes.
but I want to make it even bigger and better.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
for a supplement, this is like a double supplement. This is like gilding the lily on top of
Yes,
gilding
it
the
is.
lily. So that's our cowboy ribeye steak that's grilled. I mean, it's charred in a 1500 degree infrared char grill. It was crazy. And we make sure that char is on the outside, seasoned perfectly with our proprietary blend. And on the side there's our char grilled oysters.
Oh.
That's another side that you can
Beautiful.
enhance. You can put that. You can have that on the side of anything you want on our menu.
Chef.
And it's just one thing. And those are Blue Point oysters, little Monterey cheese on top.
And the blue points are from where?
Blue Points are typically from the northeast.
Right.
Correct.
Well,
That's where they're
let's
from.
do it. Well done.
Blue Points used to be from a specific area. I mean, I
Right,
could get really
because
deep
I
with
don't-
you.
You don't see them on a
Used to be
menu
from
very
Long
often.
Island in between the two forks, and then it became a size.
Yeah.
So Blue Points are more of a reference to size, and many times these are
Okay.
Blue Points.
Got it. Okay.
And I know the difference.
Yeah. Information,
Would
people.
this is your Pinot.
This
So
is our
would this
Pinot.
go along with this dish nicely? Or
I would probably go with the Cabernet, but I mean, with
Yep.
the oyster and everything, this is kind of like a middle ground.
Yep.
And this Pinot
yeah, talk
was
about your Pinot.
specifically blended
Yes.
for our pork chop. Okay. In other words,
Ah.
we took our pork chops with us
Coming
when
up.
we went to the tasting of the components to create this
Oh,
blend.
how smart.
Oh yeah, we're like tasting the pork chops, sipping
Yes.
on, and so
Why
this-
didn't I
this-
get Pinot?
Oh, yeah.
You did. That's yours.
Yes.
You've got
Yeah,
Pinot
Pinot.
envy over here.
I got Pinot envy. Hang on.
It seems
Now
that
we're
way.
going to see the pork chop in just a second,
My Pinot has
but
arrived.
Chef, talk about the pork chop. Talk about it's infamous
Okay.
at this point.
Our
It's-
pork
we
chop
doing pork
is
chop already?
infamous.
yeah.
Thank you.
This is where I
Yes, there is.
get a tear in my eye.
Oh
No, this is what we call a 7-finger high. It's smoky, it's juicy, it's sweet and savory at the same time.
yeah.
It's
Ooh, I
so
love
well
this.
it's so well thought out. It's the mortar that holds up the Perry's brand.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it, to be honest with you, and for good reason. 7 fingers high. What does that mean? Well, it's the origins of Perry's is prime meats,
Okay.
butcher shop.
Yep.
Several before 1979, that's when the Perry's brand really became established. But they were 7 fingers would be about how large do you want your pork loin? 7 fingers. That's how big it would start off.
So that's how wide it is.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I've never heard
Right.
that.
And
So
tall.
when you're in hey, I'll take 2 fingers of Pinot. That's what you're getting. When you want
Mhm.
7 fingers of pork, that's what you're getting with the Perry's.
Yeah.
And
Really
it
good.
is-
Yeah.
then
yeah,
it's
really
rubbed
good.
with a
Yeah.
beautiful cure of again another proprietary.
Sure.
All right.
blend
Let's see this pork chop here.
The pork chops.
Pork
good.
chop under the
Dun,
foodie.
dun,
Oh
dun,
my
dun.
gosh! I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to appreciate this height, but there you go.
It is kind of hard to see
It's
that.
tall.
It's very tall.
It's
Wow.
and so it's cured. It's roasted for 5 to 6 hours in a rotary oven that's powered with smoldering pecan wood. I mean, the love and the thought that goes in. You can see the ribs are just starting to fall out, poking out and falling off. And then on the side is our homemade applesauce because it's savory and fruits were always served. They're very famous. So orange and apple would be served with a pork dish. You look
Mhm.
back years in books, that's typical. So to make it a Perry's experience, working off of that, we have instead of orange, we use lime to have that tart offset. The butter that's on there has a little bit of blue cheese in it, and the applesauce that gives the sweetness to this
I love that.
work of art. It's a work of art.
No,
It really is.
and this is by far one of the most photographed HRW dishes that I've ever seen. More people, I mean, people really truly wait for HRW to try your pork chop, and then they post about it on social media. Oh, that's a good picture, Ruben. Yeah.
That is part of the $55 3-course.
Yes.
Oh my
That
gosh.
what you're looking at is what I mean. It's
Chef, I love it.
crazy, right?
I love it.
Yeah, and I could break it down for you if you want. Here.
Here we go. Oh, we do have.
Oh, you have it
that's
broken
broken
down.
down.
Oh, here we go.
Okay,
Oh, that would
okay.
be even better. Okay. Well,
Here we
so
go.
here's what happens. This is done.
Oh, wow. Here
Okay,
we
so
go.
this is carved table side.
Yes.
So you come down and
Look at it.
they'll break it down.
Just
Now
look at
it's broken down into the ribs. Okay, you can see
Yep.
those up top there. Unbelievable.
You want you to hold those pieces up, Chef, so that we can see.
Want me to pick it up with my
guest
finger?
cam. Yeah, there we go.
All right, that's what I'll do.
So this is
We're
what
all
it looks
family.
like.
All right.
Yeah.
There's a
We're all-
bone in
we're all
there.
family.
All right.
That's rib.
So this
Can you
is
get
rib
hold of
right
that?
here.
I
on our
mean,
guest
I,
cam.
it's got so much delicious. I can feel the it's sticky in your fingers because it's got so much juice. And up here they call it the eyelash, right? Because it's the part of the meat that's on the outside, just
Right, right.
of the rib eye.
I'm gonna pick that
and then
piece up, and can you pick it up?
I
or-
can do that.
Yeah, there we
I'll
go.
do that with a fork.
There
How's
we
that?
go.
When you guys stop
Get in
playing
there,
with
Chef.
it, you should
There
actually
you
eat
go.
it.
Look at that. See the steam just pouring out of the juice
Yes.
dripping from it. You know your mouth is watering.
Yeah, I mean,
you know you want it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful dish for sure.
Now, how can I get some
There
on
you go,
your
right
plate?
here. Here you go. There's a plate right there.
Where the-
I love the
I know my
applesauce.
napkin's
I
on here.
always remember pork being served with applesauce.
Right.
I
Very
always remember
Germanic.
that growing up in these
I like a
coasts.
mint chutney every now and then.
Yeah.
Mint chutney.
I don't know.
Interesting. I don't know. Okay. I'm going to slide over next to you, Katie, a little
Yes,
closer.
for
There
sure.
you go.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very welcome. And the portion is very generous, again, on purpose. We do is we create a lot of leftover recipes
Mhm,
with this,
mhm.
specifically so keep the experience going on.
Mhm.
So if you go on our
So
website,
the
Perry's.
applesauce, home run.
Thank you.
Put it together.
Whoa.
Isn't that
Right?
wonderful?
Oh my goodness. This is my first time trying the Perry's pork chop.
Is it really?
It is because I'm not a big pork eater. So yeah,
no.
this is my first time. But
Now you are.
so I know for sure there are certain restaurants that have converted me.
Okay, so I haven't
Um,
eaten anything yet. So I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah,
have
go
a
ahead,
rib.
get in.
gonna have a
One of my
little
best friends, she just went to the Perry's up in the Woodlands for
Okay.
her birthday a few days ago. And when I texted her and asked her if she got the Perry's pork chop, and she said, "Of course." I didn't even have to make the recommendation. She just knew that the Perry's pork chop was the item to get. You like what you're tasting, Chef?
Yeah, I mean, and I'm not just saying that.
You're pretty good at this.
Yeah. Yeah, this is awesome.
I've had a few of these, and I still am impressed every single time
Yeah, they do
I
a good
taste
job.
it.
I'm just gonna pick it up.
It's just
So
amazing.
Ruben, when I was pulling up here, we're in River Oaks, so Perry's on West Gray. I had a massive flashback because we're in, I don't know,
The old Beer Paredes
the
building.
old Beer Paredes, and my mom and I used to come to there wasn't the second floor, it was just
Mhm.
one story,
Okay.
but that was one of my mom's and I go-to spots. When I was little, I must have been 12 years old, 13 years old, and we would go in and dine at Beer Paredes, and that was one of our go-to spots. So when I pulled
pretty cool.
in the parking lot, I had a crazy
Flashback.
flashback. Yeah,
I spent
yeah.
Try the Pinot Noir
spent a
now.
few nights
If
at the
you
bar.
if you know.
Pinot is over here.
That's the cab.
This is the
Fun-
cab.
that's a
Yeah.
Pinot.
Fun fact:
Yes.
8 Beer Paredes, Houston restaurant. I was asked never to return to.
Uh-oh.
That's
You
another
are not
story.
allowed to
Another
return
story.
to a
You
Beer
must-
Paredes.
there's
definitely a
story
What
behind
did
that.
you
This one.
do?
This one downtown, they still let me in.
Oh wow.
I'll tell that story off.
Yeah, that must be a funny story. I don't know if it's totally true. Chef, what's on our foodie cam?
Oh, that's our Texas Wagyu strip loin.
Ooh.
That's
I gotta get ready for this. This is where the cab comes
This-
in.
yeah. This
menu
is not
is-
this is a supplement offered as well, but this is for the meat gourmand. This is for
Meat.
the person that really
Yep.
likes that marbleization,
Yep.
the deliciousness, the richness. It's Texas Rosewood Ranch strip, and it's just a beautiful cut of meat. It's incredibly well marbled. And on our regular menu, we also have. I mean, we're really into meat here.
Yeah.
So we also
I've
have
noticed.
we have the true Japanese
do it right.
A5 Wagyu
Yeah, good
as
stuff,
well.
yeah,
That is
yeah.
just. I mean,
So,
I
and
I
chef-
can't eat more than 2
And
ounces. I get.
being in the business, and like you said, it's about the meat here. Talk about how the American the Wagyu, the American beef, has caught up to, because before it was only like the Japanese was the gold standard,
Right.
We've made
genetics, way of,
incredible
and
strides.
of course, we just learned. I mean,
That's what we do.
Japanese have learned a lot
From
we,
us.
We exchange a lot.
They may have stolen
say it that
they
way.
may have stolen that beef from us. Who knows?
Oysters are
I
great.
need like 6 dozen of
The
these.
oysters are killer.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
seriously.
those, especially for someone that wants a gateway into an oyster taste or something. That's the way to roll.
We're going. Oh, hey, by the way, that's a winner.
Which one was that?
Cabernet,
That's a winner right there.
Cabernet
All day
Sauvignon.
long.
Yeah,
All day long.
and what we're not. Well, there's the next level is the big
Hey,
red that
Listen,
we don't
if
have.
you don't know, now you know.
We do have
Don't sleep on this.
All right,
Get down
that's
here,
incredible.
Katie. Put
Yeah,
that in your
that's
purse.
incredible. Okay.
Put that
Taking
in-
this with
Put
me.
that in your purse.
I take direction
Oh,
well.
Are we live? Oh, my bad. All right, chef.
Nobody saw it. Nobody heard about it.
Chef, what's on our foodie cam?
Oh, that's our fillet. That's our fillet with the Oscar style. Pardon me while I'm eating, but
Forget it.
Oscar style meaning crab meat, béarnaise, and asparagus, perfectly seasoned fillet. That is absolutely, and that's also here for filet mignon, but you can also get it Oscar style. So basically, what you're doing is you create your own level of
Indulgence.
indulgence.
Yeah.
Great word.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah. Ruben's happy. Yeah. No, he's
No, you could, and you know,
Ruben is speechless. No, I mean seriously, your menu here is absolutely
Here,
incredible.
Put that in your purse too. We'll need that for
Yes,
later.
no, I am putting everything in my purse. I mean, I just can't believe how much value
It's an
is
incredible value. We've seen a lot of
Totally.
menus. We've seen a lot of restaurants really step it up this year, but
Yeah.
you guys are definitely right at that top level.
so
I mean, I've
valuable.
read so many restaurant week menus. I'm not putting anybody down, but it's
Sure.
just boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Totally.
This
You guys are killing
Is
it.
boom.
This you
And
guys kind of create another
the categories
level.
are expanded,
Yeah.
and the opportunity to enhance it is
Sure.
is almost endless.
No, and we love that, and that's why this menu has been so popular for the last 15 years. And it's not surprising that you guys have, as a group, have donated more than $750,000
That's a
to
big
the
number. That's a
Houston
big
Food
number.
Bank
That is
to
a
all the
big number.
Perrys. So
Proud of
this
that.
is, definitely a restaurant, especially during Houston Restaurant Weeks, but even beyond Houston Restaurant Weeks,
Someone take
um,
this plate away from me.
you can,
No,
understand how much
back
they are
too.
giving back
Don't
to their
worry.
community. They're putting an enormous amount of value. You're providing a wonderful experience for the diners, and it shows because the donation just gets bigger year after year. Ruben is going in. I'm going in.
Well,
Good
we
job.
love what we do.
Yes.
We truly do. And then when you love what you do, what do you want to do? You want to share it. You want to show it off. And there's always off menu specials. There's always a new seasonal item coming up.
Mhm.
There's always a rotation so that our guests are continuously stimulated
Sure.
in rolling with the seasons. And what has just kind of showed up on the side here.
I know.
Yes,
Hey,
we got our
hint,
final
nudge,
foodie
nudge,
item
wink,
of
wink.
the
Hey,
day.
I don't know where we are timing wise, but I
We
want to
got
definitely make
one-
sure
we got
I
one
talk
minute.
about that
That
cheesecake.
is
2 minutes.
beautiful.
Yes.
That's a
Well
cream,
done, sir.
that's a cheesecake, but think creamsicle. Are you creamsicle? You get
Well,
creamsicle,
my
right?
grandmother and I, one of our favorite things to do was to go to ShopRite and buy a box of orange
I love
creamsicles.
those.
And between me and my grandmother, we would eat the entire box, and I was probably 7.
It was magical. How did they put that? How did they put the
That's
orange?
a good grandmother.
New Jersey grandmothers.
That's a
you
good
guys.
grandmother.
New Jersey grandmothers.
Eat your tomatoes and have a
Yes,
creamsicle.
exactly. Yeah.
But that's beautiful. This is this intense orange flavor with delicious vanilla,
Mhm.
creamy cheesecake.
Don't
What's
touch,
what's on
Ruben.
the top?
Don't
That's
touch.
that's a jelly made out of oranges. Yeah. I made this cake when I was in culinary school, and I just remembered it was exactly those flavors. And I wanted to kind of work with the team to come up with this dish. And
If I don't put this in front of Katie, there's going to be a fight.
Seriously.
there's going to be a fist fight.
Chef, can I pay you a compliment?
You sure?
So not only have you created a spectacular menu, your dishes are just, like you said, you can taste the love, the passion. You know how much you guys are really into putting this product on the table.
Mm.
But you're a good interview.
Am I?
I haven't had to say anything, so I can just focus on eating. We need to do this again.
We'll
He's
do-
gonna have his own show before.
Exactly
before
right.
we know it. Put
This
us on
time,
the top.
this time next year, I'll be your guest.
Chef, tell everybody where they can find you guys.
Okay.
Where they can keep
Well,
up with Perry's.
if you want to Houston Restaurant Week, obviously is in Houston. We have 7 locations that are participating. We have Baybrook, Katy, there's Champions, Memorial City, Sugarland, Woodlands, and not last and certainly not least, but where we're sitting, River Oaks.
Oh my goodness.
So that's, that's a lot of locations, and that's how it's a
That's
numbers.
how you guys do
It's
it.
a numbers game. It's a great value for our guests.
Fantastic.
And if you
value.
haven't been here, it's a great introduction for you, and you'll get hooked. I'm sorry.
You
a
will
little bit.
get hooked.
I'm,
Okay.
I'm warning you.
This is the best cheesecake I've ever had in my life.
Boom.
Yes.
Like just totally,
Boom.
hands down,
And the
without
New
a
Jersey
doubt.
girl doesn't say that about just about any
No,
place.
No.
Katie,
This
so
is-
you're
yeah.
eating, chef. I know you have an empire to run, so we're going to let you go. We're going
All
to
right.
shut this down. We
right.
need to do this again, though.
Yeah.
Look
Really,
forward to it.
really a pleasure
Yeah.
having
Forward
you.
to it.
Yeah.
Absolute pleasure
Ruben,
having you with us.
Thank you, Katie.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
guys.
thank
Real
Perry
pleasure.
Steakhouse, they're everywhere in Houston. You cannot not find one.
Yep.
Show your love. Get out there. You're going to dine out and do.
Do good.
Absolutely, for
Make your
Houston Restaurant Weeks.
reservations.
I'm Ruben Benguez. That's Katie Stone. Guys, we'll see you tomorrow morning,
Tomorrow
live
morning.
on Fox 26. 2 restaurants. Wednesday at 3 o'clock. Thursday morning with 2 restaurants. Friday at 3
Friday.
o'clock. You cannot get this kind of food content anywhere else. We'll see you later. Peace.
See you guys.
It's okay to applaud.
All right, where's my fork?